My name is Alyssa Lothridge, and I am excited about this communications course to get to know some new techniques in public speaking, as well as some tricks to keeping the jitters underway. In this introductory speech, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, starting off with the past, moving on to the present, and ending with the future, to kind of give you a better idea of who I am. Starting off with the past, I was born January 14th, 1985, in the small town of Grand Junction, Colorado. I have an older sister of 3 years. The four of us in our family used to spend our time camping and hiking and fishing. Unfortunately, when my parents' factory that they were working at became non-operational, it started to throw the town into an economic depression. Not wanting to go through that, my parents picked us up and moved us to Salt Lake City, Utah. As you can imagine, the culture shock of moving from a small town to a big city was quite large. So when I was old enough to decide where I wanted to go to college, I decided to try out the East Coast. I went to Jacksonville, North Carolina, at a university there and majored in dental hygiene. When I was done with my degree, I worked for a couple years for a local dentist and then decided that I wanted to be near family again. So I picked up and moved back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where my family had relocated while I was away at school. It's in Tulsa that I actually met my husband. We dated for a couple years and then got married. He received a position opening in Pensacola, Florida, where he was from, so we picked up and moved shortly after we were married, which actually brings us to the present. Being newlywed and newly relocated, I am still getting the lay of the land in Pensacola, Florida, which means I spend a lot of time lost and a lot of time in new restaurants trying out the local cuisine. I work for a dentist here in town and enjoy going to the movies and reading books. I'm currently a sophomore at Troy University, where I'm majoring in sign language interpreting. As far as the future goes, I hope to major in sign language interpreting and tie it into dental hygiene. I feel a lot of the deaf and hard of hearing community are left out of their oral health care for simply not understanding of a communication barrier. So I would like to really make a difference in our community and address some of the needs that need to be met, that being one of them. Being new to town also in the future, I'd like to get more involved in our local activities and make our community just a better place to live. Hopefully for kids in the future, maybe someday. Not really sure on that one yet. In the meantime, in the future, I would like to do some traveling. Never been over to Europe, and I would love to see it before settling down too much. Until then, maybe a future pool would make me happy. Who knows? Maybe a kiddie pool. That's about it. That tells you who I am, where I'm from, and where I'm looking to go in the future. I look forward to hearing from some of you and seeing what your future plans are as well. Thank you, and bye-bye.